October 27th, 2018, not today, but 2 days ago, there was a synagogue shooting in Pittsburgh at the Tree of Life Synagogue by a deranged, despicable, and coward man who came in and shot people while they were in Shabbat service. Killed 11, wounded 6. It was a very sad day on Shabbat when this happened. But we all know that evil will end, and we must not be afraid. So, in the past 2 days since the shooting, I got some people to go ahead and say their words about it, and I believe these are some things we should hear. These people know a lot of things that happen, and they have a lot of things to say. Go ahead, hear my friend. His name is Benny, and he's currently in Israel, and he was there when the shooting happened, and he still decided to send me a recording of what he felt when that happened. Go ahead, take a listen.
How you doing, Jason? Thank you so much for having me on The Voice of Freedom. I just want to quickly state my thoughts on the disastrous events in Pittsburgh yesterday. As a Jew, I am beyond appalled and disgusted that we still can't go to our synagogues and pray, and we're being murdered for what we believe in simply because we believe differently, different things than other people do.
Yeah.
Well, I don't want to get political, but I will.
Yeah, you can go ahead.
Too many voices, and hence why your show is The Voice of Freedom. Too many voices. For instance, today in my class, I stated my opinion on the matter, which I will get to very quickly, and I was quickly yelled at by the rest of my peers, and my teacher as well, telling me I was basically wrong.
Yeah.
I go to synagogue often, and especially here in Israel,
yeah,
I get a great sense of comfort that there are armed security guards there. And I think we need to have it in our synagogues in America.
I agree.
It's not a hard concept for me to understand. I don't understand how it's a hard concept for anyone else. How do you combat guns? With good guys with guns, right?
Mm-hmm.
I also want to talk about the people that say this isn't an anti-Semitic thing. Of course, it's mind-boggling that people could say that, considering this man comes into a synagogue and yells, "Death to all Jews must die."
Yeah.
It's an anti-Semitic thing, and we're still being targeted. Jason, I really appreciate your time. Best of luck to the Voice of Freedom. What you're doing is amazing.
All right. Thanks, Benny. Thanks.
How you doing, Jay?
Thanks. All right. So, I have one from a good friend of mine, and he is awesome too. Go ahead, take a listen.
Hey Jason, CK here. You wanted me to let you know what I thought about the Pennsylvania shootings. I understand that freedom is the best way to go, and true Americans understand that. We don't need to bow down to evil. We must confront it, and we must meet it head on, or the whole concept of American freedom's gone. I feel sympathy for the people who lost loved ones there, friends, family. Just breaks my heart. But until the people who try to control us understand that true freedom of choice is what makes America survive, I don't know that we'll ever get this whole thing figured out. It's best if we keep that in mind when we go to the ballot box, and keep it in mind when we do our religious and family gatherings this time of year. God bless those people and help them through these rough, tough times.
Thanks, CK. Probably not listening, but thanks, CK, for your comments. And I also have one more here, and it's not recording or anything, but it is from a good friend of mine named Beverly Skinner. I asked her if she could give a response to this, and she said, let me go ahead and read it. We are here for only a moment. I have to ask God to help me forgive that man, and hold the victims in his love. But although we must forgive him, he still needs to pay the consequences of his actions. And I believe the death penalty should be on the table for his evil actions. There's been quite a bit of people calling for the death penalty, and it happens a lot. People they call for it because it is disastrous. They don't want any more people dead. And that is why people are like this. That's why they all want the death penalty. Here's my recording from last night, what I had to say about it. Okay, so there was a shooting at a synagogue in Pittsburgh called the Tree of Life Synagogue. This is a very, very horrific event that occurred. 11 people were killed. As a Jew, this is very alarming. Myself, I am not totally afraid, but I will say this. I believe that this man deserves the death penalty, not just because he shot any Jew, but because of his evil acts. I will say this for anyone who has done this heinous acts. This is evil, despicable, and it is totally unworthy of human to be doing so. These are my words for the Pittsburgh shooting victims. Your voice will always be heard. Yahweh hears your prayers, and Yahweh knows what to do. I say his holy name with clean lips. That way you all may be blessed. The Holy One bless you all. May his countenance be upon you all, and may all those who passed away into an even better place, may they rest in forever peace. Amen and amen. Yesterday was pretty emotional for me, and that's why I was crying for what happened. Well, the shooting happened, but we can't reverse what happened. What we can do is we can prevent from what happened. I know you all agree, and we will prevent this. We're going to prevent this. I'll go ahead and see you guys later. May the Lord bless you. May the Lord bless us all in the United States of America, Israel, Korea, China, Japan. May we all be blessed and to receive His glory, His goodness, and His rightful blessings. The blessings that are only rightful for Him to receive. May we inherit those blessings, though we are sinners. May the Lord be with you all. Shalom and amen.